right? So the Satan code, and when you have this Satan code, right? The idea of this, it's a very simple code, right? The idea of the sat is to do with it, is what it's all about, right? The Satan, because it's the sat, right? Which relates to sitting, right? For example, like you have the Last Supper with Jesus, right? And there's this stuff written about it, where apparently there is sat on the left side, right, of the Jesus figure in the middle, right? Or the goats, or the sheep, or something like that, right? Either way, it's split into goats and sheep, right? So the idea of sitting on the left or the right hand side of Jesus in this painting, see, the Last Supper is the symbolic tea sipper type of idea, right? So it's split into goats and sheep, right? So it's very simple code. It's about the idea of the sitting and the sat, right? And you have the idea in the Bible, it's written about several hundred times that Jesus sat down in a certain place and all this, right? So it's written about, you know, several hundred times in the Bible. He sat here and sat there and talked and all this. So it's to do with that, the idea of sit and talk type of thing, see? Where you sat in the at the table, say the symbolic table, the metaphorical table, where you sat, right? So when you have the sat idea again, right, you have Saturday, right, which is the 6th day, right? The 6th day, right, and the 6 is the hex and the sex, right, as we know, right? So when you go to the idea of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, right, the name of the royal family before it was Windsor or whatever, Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, the Saxe, see, is like a combination of this sort of Satan and 6 type of idea, right? And the Gotha idea, see, is you got the goats in there, right, and the th, right? The th again, right, is very much to do with this code, because the th becomes the triple tav, right, and in the Thelema, right, which is to do with Aleister Crowley. The Thelema, the word Thelema, right, supposedly in Hebrew or Greek becomes thy will, right, thy will, right. And obviously the idea that's to do with Aleister Crowley is thou wilt, or whatever, you know, that thing about thou wilt, the whole of the law or something is do as thou wilt or something, right? So the wilt idea comes again from the Bible, and it's in the passage where Satan is talking to Jesus or something, right? And he says to him, fall down and worship me, I will give thee all these things, right? It will fall down and worship me, right? So this is like Satan talking to Jesus in the Bible, and that, right? So the idea of the wilt, thou wilt, see, is to do with that Thelema, right? And means, you know, the doers who are in this law of tea drinkers, see, have fallen down and wilted, right? And look at what that means in terms of plants, wilt, right? Fallen down and wilted, and they worshipped before this God or whatever, see, this God that's created, like I say, is to do this Saxe-Coburg idea, right? So it's you know, who's behind basically the Satan idea and the God idea, see, it's all just a metaphorical symbols for this story which they've produced, right? Again, the Thelema idea becomes like the female stroke male type of thing, see, the Thelema. When the th becomes the f, see, it's female / male combination, see, so it's a tea drinker law, they say Aleister Crowley law and all that, all to do with tea drinking, you see what I'm saying, in the Last Supper, and that type of thing, see, it's where you sat in relation to the table where they're passing the drinks around type of thing, the Last Supper, you see, the last tea drinker, see what I'm saying, very simple code.